Nerd Dynamite Tournament Pure Series 2. Whoa! No meta, no excuses, only skill.
Do I have the right deck? It would appear that I do. Let's see. Let's go... Do I go with Agent 13 over Sunspot? Let me play into the Danger Room. This is the... I do not know my opponent's deck, so I want to snap a little cautiously. And a Cyclops, so that doesn't do me much good. Let's go Medusa middle. And then maybe a Sunspot right. Blizzard there is a fantastic choice. I do have armor for that lane. I can also slide cards over with Heimdall, which is very unexpected. So I could plan for that. Let me try this route right now. So they're doing the full soak. Sunspot and Lizard is strong. But again, I can decrement this Lizard down by quite a bit. Do I go with Storm on turn 4? I don't think so. Let me go with Swordmaster. And so that might expose that I have Storm. It does not, thankfully. And an Agent 13, that's always good for a surprise. If I play Heimdall middle, that's 16. That's pretty unexpected. I could go Storm and Scarlet Witch and then kind of see what's doing. That slides a lot of power middle unexpectedly and left as well. So I want to actually do Scarlet Witch and Storm first, just in case. This mitigates Scarlet Witch's... okay. Yeah, this mitigates her effect. So it's essentially just a dead location. If I do it the other way, I would have been stuck with Utopia. And the Jubilee pulls... Well, they know I have Heimdall. They know I have a Heimdall. Can they get 9 points over here? And then I soak 2 here? I could still do the slide? And then that means they... I don't know what that means. Let's go here for one more cube. They didn't lock in, but they know what my deck is. So... Another Heimdall. Is that... Ugh, that is enough. So they are rocking the Heimdall as well. And would Heimdall middle have won? I'm not sure. 7, 10, 14, minus 4 by 1. They did the math. So, round 2, we're just learning our opponent's deck. So they have a lot of the same cards. Of course, this is a restricted deck restriction is in effect, where we have Series 2 cards. I do have Scarlet Witch and What's-Her-Face, which has kind of been exposed now. Storm. An Angela over there. So they might be setting up for a Heimdall. Sunspot. Do I go with Debris? Let's go with Debris. Fill up this Angela. Boy, what a Camp Lehigh. Fantastic. Let's see. I have Scarlet Witch for the last turn, so I'm thinking to bank on that. So I'll do Jessica Jones left. And then I know I want Scarlet Witch on the last turn. So I kind of just have to figure that out. Sunspot there. So they're locking themselves in middle. I mean, right. So if I get 19 points middle, is that possible? Medusa. Oh, this goes down though. And I could just Scarlet Witch now. Do I Scarlet Witch now? Oh, this is dicey. Oh, and they're snapping. Oh, I'm scared. Like, how do I get... I would need Infinite. That's the only big power, but that means I can't play anything on this turn. I can just Do I Scarlet Witch and Corvus, maybe? No, I can't. I'm gonna retreat. I don't quite like how this was set up. My opponent snapped, and I'm a little shaky on how this is going to play out, so just cue into the next one. Take my time. It's Conquest. Okay, round 3. And a Strange Academy. Now, they have Heimdall too. So, normally I'd like to storm in the left location because of Strange Academy, but that just is not going to be what happens. Let's go Madame Web middle. And an armor to protect their sunspot. That makes sense. And a Sakaar. I think I snap and play Storm into Sakaar. Because with Madame Web down, I can move cards over here. With Series 2, you don't have to worry about Red Guardian. So let's do it. Let's see what they got. They got an armor from me, which is very good. Probably the worst thing they could have taken from me. And an Infinite. So I think I Enchantress because it's just worth more points. I haven't seen any ongoing from them. And then do I just leave it up to chance? Because this Strange Academy and just soak into Infinite. Now, sadly, I do not have Sunspot on the board. But I think that's what I'm going to do. So full skip. They full skipped too. So they have an Infinite. And their Infinite beats my Infinite. Their Infinite beats my Infinite because of the Sunspot. That's what that soak was. Not playing a card into the Angela lane. So it would be going middle. Can I overcome 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Uh-oh, math. Don't fail me now. Or Scarlet Witch, don't fail me. Oh. Oh. That is being able to kind of be able to read what your opponent wants to do. And thankfully, they did not go for the tiebreaker. That was the... Well, it actually was a risky play because if I play anything over here, they're already losing flooded. So this was just playing off of player expectations. And thankfully, I was able to read my opponent. So we are in round 4. I have made up a bunch of ground that I lost. I shall go Sunspot over here. Another Danger Room game. They are going risky with Sunspot into Danger Room. I respect it. And Subterranea. So get Medusa down here. Storm is fantastic in the Sunspot lane, of course. So that is what we were doing. Pet Mansion, no problem. And then it's just the soak, even if we don't draw into anything we can really play. So that may just be the route we go. And Agent 13 is always scary. That can be any card. And a Lizard. So this is why Swordmaster is in the deck. A 3/6. I don't have a lot of odd cost cards. They do have something good. But I'm willing to stick in through this for 2 cubes. It's still a tight game. Nobody expects Swordmaster. An Enchantress means the Lizard. That's fine. I should be able to soak enough to win flooding. Yeah, this gets me to 15. In turn. This is risky. I don't have Infinite in hand. Ooh, a Martyr. Ay, ay, ay. A Martyr. What do I do here? An Infinite isn't coming down. A Heimdall could come down. And if a Heimdall comes down, then I have to play... Yeah, if a Heimdall comes down middle, I'm in trouble. That was a good snap. I needed Infinite, and then I would have just gone with a 75% chance. But instead, I will retreat later. Escaped. That is the smart move here. Very close battle, and on to the next round. Okay, high stakes it is. I have Infinite in hand now. Let's go over here. Okay, 2 Agent 13s. And a Smithsonian. They don't appear to have any ongoing cards. I do not use a deck tracker, even though I'm on PC. So I'm not super convinced of that. Discard a card. My poor Jessica Jones. Doctor Strange had to have been a Agent 13 card. I am not drawing well. This might be a retreat. We could try to roll a die. Uh-oh. Okay. Eesh. That could have been disastrous. Ventriskelion. Okay. And a Dark Dimension. That actually works with Doom 2099. Because I could play 2 cards? This means I lose the Infinite. I think I'm snapping here. Because of how Dark Dimension works, this is risky. This is for just about all the marbles. But Doom 2099 is kind of nice, I think. Okay. Yeah. And is this an ongoing card? It is not. So... do they play middle or over here? That is the question. But instead, I'll just get down Abomination. A Symbiote Spider-Man, okay. That is potentially good for the Collector. And that goes over here, so we have priority. And now what do? I don't know about winning over here. I could do a Heimdall slide. The Heimdall slide gets me to 16 middle. Oh, armor middle. If I go armor middle. But if they play Heimdall over here, I think that's okay. Okay, here we go. And then load up over here. I think. I don't know. But this, because of Dark Dimension, that counts as one card played. Yeah. Okay, I think this is it. So this is an interaction. This is just game knowledge that is just good to... Whoa! Whoa! Oh boy. The Galactus, the Agent 13 Galactus, was not expecting that. Fantastic. That cracks me up. I'm a huge Galactus fan and player. But Dark Dimension with this Doom 29 from Triskelion, that is how you take advantage of these random locations. Okay, we are now in the driver's seat, but the one thing in Conquest, I can rip away this Black Vortex, that is for sure. So let's see if they play a card now. And then that's where I'm definitely playing Scarlet Witch. In Conquest, you do not want to let your guard down. So I have 1, 2, 3 losses. They only need 1 more loss. And I'm pretty sure my win-loss record against them is not good. They have priority. Swear, because of -1 gore. Well, I'm still going to try to rip it away. But in all likelihood, they play... Oh, they don't. Okay. We were able to rip it away? So we are the ones who benefit? Eesh. And a Luke's Bar. I do have Storm for that. A Rocket. Well, let's get down as many cards as we can. Because I would rather this gore not move. But we will see. Okay, the gore did not move. And we are armored up middle. There is the Storm, but now I can't play Swordmaster. It would be a 50-50. Now, they do have Heimdall still, so that's a risk. That is a big risk, so maybe I just forget about Storm. But then I could discard my Cannonball. But does that even matter that much? I'll play Swordmaster middle, see what happens. Ooh. Okay. So it is the Heimdall slide here. For sure. But then something could get pulled back? Or do I destroy Luke's Bar now and make them think? It is tough to say. I'll just get the Enchantress down now. Okay, they're filling middle. I'm assuming with Enchantress. Yeah, and who else? Okay, everything is gone there. Do I win tiebreaker? 26? I win tiebreaker if they play Heimdall. Well, something's going to get moved to the Great Web. We're locked in for 2. I think this is the safer play. They have 3 cards in their deck. If I storm here, they didn't play Heimdall. So maybe storming here was the better play. An Angela and a... They did have Shang-Chi. My boy. My boy. They've been saving him. And they got me with the Shang-Chi. And that's fantastic. That's how you play in Conquest. We are very deep in. And they hadn't played Shang-Chi this entire time. Where I'm playing Heimdall is very telegraphed with these locations. So a very straightforward read, and they played it perfectly. Okay. This is why I say you should not relax. Ooh, Kunlun with Heimdall. Because they have a better win-loss record, but Marvel Snap is not about wins and losses, per se. It is about cubes. And right now I'm doing a very good job at snapping and retreat. Less about retreating, but more about snapping. But that is out the window now because we are in max games. I could get Swordmaster down. That would get rid of Rocket. I think that's fine. Okay, I have to be ready for a slide over as well. And Aunt May's. Is that where I play Jessica Jones? No, because then I can't move. It's, yeah, here and here, and then I play Jessica Jones, right? So they might play Enchantress. They might play Enchantress? There's my Infinite. I have Sunspot to soak. So this protects my Jessica Jones. Yeah, so they might be ready for the Heimdall. That might be what they're doing. But with this soak into Infinite, this is good. And I have Jessica Jones. And this is why snapping and retreating is really necessary. Oy, now it's just where do you play the Infinite? You soaked. Oy. Wait, it doesn't matter. Infinite middle, I think, always wins. I got scared. Yeah, Infinite middle always wins. Oh, it slid. Yeesh. Didn't matter though. So I was getting real concerned because I thought it was going to be a 50-50, but because Infinite is worth 20 points, it can just overcome the middle. Therefore, going into ending my last turn, I am up in all 3 lanes. And therefore, if their plays the Infinite, it's pretty telegraphed. You're soaking, especially with Sunspot on the board. I know they have Infinite in their deck. So Infinite is coming, just like they're pretty sure Infinite's coming from me. But there's no retreating now. We were in max cube situations. So it's just winning all 3 lanes. I could do that with Infinite and soaking with Sunspot and Jessica Jones. And here, really, even if you have Shang-Chi, you can't win Shang-Chi all lanes and win. You could Shang-Chi here. So they could have Shang-Chi'd left, but then Sunspot over here wouldn't have been enough. They would have needed to add another 6 points, and you just can't do that. Or I guess you could if you had a Lizard as well, but they already played out Lizard, and then even that doesn't win the tiebreaker, I'm pretty sure. So I hope I showed how to like properly navigate, despite my win-loss record, which oftentimes in Conquest just is not good. But how you snap and retreat, that is the most important thing. And because of that, I was able to be victorious ultimately.